Hello, and thank you for stopping by. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos arrive. Sherikia Hawkins. You're going to hear that name quite a lot in the next few days. Of course, they probably won't tell you who her name is. All they're going to tell you is that a Democrat high up in the party is in jail on 6 counts of voter fraud. They're not going to tell you who her name is because they know that if they do, you'll look it up and you'll find out that this case stems from 2018 because she was a Democratic clerk in Michigan who had been honored by the state party for her work. She has been charged this week with multiple felonies related to charges of altering absentee ballots. 2018, not 2020. This has nothing to do with this election right now, but there are going to be people out there that are going to hear this and they're going to run with it. They're not going to find out her name and they're not going to look her up. I did, because when they said that a high-ranking Democratic official in Michigan was in jail on 6 counts of felony voting tampering, I put that in, and this is who came up. Nobody else came up. She came up, and when it happened, she was all over the news. They talked about her a lot. Now she's been brought up on 6 counts related to the 2018 election, including forging public documents, misconduct in office, and was released on $15,000 bond, according to the National Review Online. The alleged misconduct was discovered after the Oakland County Clerk's Office noticed that 193 voter files had been changed to reflect that the voters failed to include a valid signature or return date. When all of the implicated voters had in fact included both items, the county clerk's office later discovered the original voter files in the trash at the election division office. National Review wrote. They wrote this. So, the Michigan Democratic Party honored Hawkins this year with the prestigious Dingle Levin Award at its annual Legacy Dinner in Detroit, and she was included in the Michigan Chronicle's 40 under 40 list in 2017. NRO writer Jack Crow wrote, citing her LinkedIn profile, NRO noted that Ms. Hawkins had served as city clerk in nearby Pontiac in 2010 when Democratic Gary Peters, now a U.S. Senator, narrowly won a House race over Republican Rocky Rakowski during that Tea Party wave election. Mr. Peters won the 9th Congressional District seat by less than 6,500 votes, or 2.4% of the votes. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel and Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson said in a public statement regarding the charges against Ms. Hawkins that no election outcomes were affected by the purported ballot tampering. She tampered with ballots, but they're saying that not enough were done in order to make any kind of significant change. So whoever won still won, and they won legally, but this is casting doubt on the election itself. Now, there's a lot of people that are going to say that this has something to do with this election. They're probably not going to tell you that her name was Sherikia Hawkins. They're probably not going to tell you that she was from Detroit, although they're probably going to tell you that she is from Michigan and she is a high-ranking Democrat. She is in jail for voter tampering. That's all they're going to have. They're not going to have any more than that. So, you, the public, are smart. Yes, you are. You are smarter than you think you are. You are not going to buy into all of this voter fraud nonsense, because there is no voter fraud. If there was voter fraud, I would have liked to have known about it, and I would have reported it to you, because I am just that type of guy that will question a cop when he stops somebody for jaywalking when there's a whole bunch of other people jaywalking at the same time. I will stand there and try to find out why he singled that person out, instead of stopping the whole crowd and saying, look, you guys were jaywalking, don't do it again. Instead, he stops one person, asks for their ID, and frisks them, and the whole 9 yards. That's the type of guy I am. I am stupid like that, and I have to know. So, you will be hearing about her coming shortly, but they're not going to tell you her name. The Rudy Giuliani's of the world and the Sidney Powell's of the world are just going to tell you that it's a high-ranking Democrat and that they were in jail now, that they've been arrested for voter fraud. Well, it has nothing to do with the 2020 elections, but they're going to make you think it does. But we are smarter than that, America. We have our thinking caps on, and our brains have not turned to mush from all of the TV that we have been watching and the binge watching we have been doing. So, it couldn't have been too horrible, or she would not have been released on $15,000 bond. I think that equals to about $1,500 bail. But that's just my quick thinking up here, and it could be wrong. So, what do you think? Have you heard anything about this? Do you know something I don't? If you do, put it in a comment below, right down here. If you want to give me a subscribe, hit the subscribe button right here so you can be notified of new videos when they arrive. Also, remember, I have turned off the like and dislike button. If you dislike my video, just put a comment that says I dislike. If you liked, put a comment that says I liked. You ain't got to explain yourself. It would be nice if you did, but you don't have to. So, I'm going to let you go on this note. Remember, make tomorrow better than yesterday by doing the very best we can today. Have a good evening, America, and all points beyond.